guys, welcome back to Fall Between the Pages. I am Autumn Vera and I am excited to be back with another video. So it's been a moment since I've been on YouTube, I'll admit, but I am excited to get back into my scheduled reading. I was not able to read as much as I wanted to for the month of April because work was just busy. So I am hoping to get to these lovely books that I have on the side of me, and I just wanted to show you guys my anticipated May reads. The first book on the list is The Firekeepers Daughter. This one has been the most talked about on Bookstagram, TikTok, Twitter, and it has actually made a couple of the top reads for young adult fiction, for the best story, and I just started. I'm only in chapter 6, so not too much has happened, but I am intrigued by the main character. Her name is Donis, and she is impacted by drugs within her community. Something tragic happens, and it's up to her to figure out what has occurred and how to solve it before more of her loved ones get hurt. So I am very interested in this book. As you can see, the cover is absolutely beautiful, and it does talk about Native American history. I believe this centers on the Ojibwe, I hope I pronounced that right, the Ojibwe reservation, and it just is going to be more about the culture, more about what happens in the communities such as this, and I am very excited to dive into this book. If you guys have already started reading it, make sure to let me know what you think as you move on with the book itself, because I have actually joined a book club to go over this book, and I am so excited to be able to discuss something. I've been looking for a book club, so I am hoping that when I actually finish this book, and the book club I believe is on the 16th is when we start, I can actually talk about the current chapter that I'm on. Hopefully it's further than chapter 6. It's an electrifying thriller that has a rich modern exploration of the Native American culture. So I am very excited to dive into this book. And yeah, if you guys are interested in this, check out the link below to go ahead and purchase yours off of Amazon. The next book on my anticipated May reads is Arsenic and Adobe. This is going to be a hilarious read, I can already tell, and as you can see by the cover, it's going to be a little bit of mystery going on. The book is not that thick, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get to it and read through it probably within like 2 to 3 days. This book centers on a young woman who owns a restaurant, and unfortunate luck as it happens to be, her ex-boyfriend walks in and happens to die while eating something at her restaurant. So of course she is the main suspect. They are trying to figure out who the killer is, and in order to clear her name, she has to search for clues and figure out who killed him before she is found guilty for his murder. So I'm very interested in this book. I love the artwork and everything is absolutely gorgeous. And if you guys are actually currently reading this book, let me know your thoughts down below. It's okay if you spoil it a little bit because I am going to read this. So yeah, I am excited for this one. So for my next May read, as you can see, I do love Book of the Month. Unfortunately, I am going to have to cancel my plan because I'm going on a book buying ban. These books here and a couple of other ones that are scattered around my apartment are actually the last bit of the book haul that I had to do. I am anticipating to move soon, and I cannot buy any more books to probably haul from this place to the next place where I'll be. So, as tragic as it sounds, I can't buy any more physical books. Even saying it hurts my heart. It hurts, but I am hoping that once I move, I can go back to buying books as much as I want. So, but anyway, this book that I am excited to read for the month of May is The Lost Apothecary, and this one actually spans over 2 different timelines. You have it set in the 18th century London, where women who are in need of something to free themselves of their abusive husbands find themselves in an apothecary, and they distribute toxic poisons to just relieve some of the women's suffering that's been causing pain to them by their significant others. And so It's about this woman who actually runs the apothecary in the 18th century, but then it's also about a young woman who finds a journal and a log for the apothecary, and the two histories cross intersect. And so you're following these two women as they're going about learning about themselves, learning about their journey, and what actually happens to this apothecary. So I am very intrigued about this. It seems like it's going to be a great read. It spans over 200 years later. A historian finds the Lost Apothecary, and I just love the cover. It's beautiful. This purple and gold is absolutely magnificent. And as you can see, again, this is one of the books that is not too thick. So I'm hoping, along with Arsenic and Adobe, I am going to get through this within 2 to 3 days. So I am excited to get to this one. This is the Dark and Hollow Star. As you can see, it is with a fae creature. Now, most of the time, I don't read books with fae. And I don't know what it is. I think it's just the whole thought process of like, wow, everything is fae. Fae here, fae there. You have, you know, the AC whatever it is series. I haven't read that yet because I'm not too interested in it. It's probably not going to be one of the series that I read, but whatever the acronym is, I'm not about it really. I've heard a lot about it. Some of the artwork is absolutely gorgeous, but the storyline does not intrigue me that much. And then you also have, what is it? A Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Yeah, that I'm not going to read that either because, again, I'm not that interested in it. But A Dark and Hollow Star actually really intrigued me, and I am excited for this. I love the artwork on this cover. It is absolutely gorgeous here. And she looks bad. So for this book, it's actually dealing with at least 3 different characters. A fury exiled from the earth, from the immortal realm, and hell-bent on revenge. A dutiful fae prince determined to earn his place on the throne, and a prince's brooding guardian burdened with a terrible secret. So you have these 3 characters who are going to intersect in what I believe is going to be a cross-realm type war. The Fae realm with the Earth realm, and then an immortal realm. So it's actually really intriguing to me how this book is going to be centered on. I'm just going to go ahead and read the synopsis. For centuries, the 8 courts of folk have lived among us, concealed by magic and bound by the law to do no harm to humans, until a series of gruesome and ritualistic murders rocks the city of Toronto and threatens to expose fairies to the human world. So that's basically what it is centered on. They're going to have to investigate who is killing these humans, who is killing the faes, and what is actually going on before the faes are exposed to the human realm. I'm looking forward to this book. I haven't heard too many things about A Dark and Hollow Star. I think it's one of those books that you start reading and maybe you stop in between. But if you actually read the book and you liked it or didn't like it, leave me a comment below and let me know what you thought. I am going to be reading this book. As you can see, I have the other 2, which aren't that, I mean, it kind of like makes up generally one book. And so I'm hoping to get this one pretty quickly after I finish these other 3. But yeah, definitely let me know what you thought, how you like the main characters, who are your favorite, and if there's going to be a book 2, let me know because I like series. So yeah, the last book on my list to read for May is Incendiary. I actually bought this as a special limited edition book from off of Fairy Loot way back, I guess like last year or the year before, whenever they had this sale going on. I know the second book is supposed to be out on Fairy Loot and on sale. I think they mentioned in June, but I'm gonna have to double check. But yes, Incendiary. So this is a beautiful, gorgeous black and red book. I love the sprayed edges. I also love the back of it. It is great, and it has a hint of dark blue in it. And this book has been sitting on my shelf for forever. I don't even know how long it's been up there, but I was like, you know, it's about time I get through some of these books because, as you can see, I have like a lot of books I gotta get to. It's like quite a bit of books I gotta get to. So this book is about a young girl who has the ability to steal other people's memories, and she is kidnapped by the crown to carry out the dirty work for the king and the prince. And so when her commander and the guy that she has actually grown to love gets kidnapped, she burns for vengeance and she is out for blood. She will not stop until she gets him back, and also until she destroys the crown. So I am intrigued by this book. I'm hoping that it's going to be great. Again, I have not heard too much about Incendiary, whether it was good, whether it was bad, how people felt in between. So if you actually read this book, let me know in the comments below once again. And yeah, I'm excited to get to all of my May reads. I will list them all below, and I should be posting something on Instagram or TikTok soon, so keep an eye out for that. But my most recent read right now is The Firekeepers Daughter, and I'm going to read that along with probably an arc that will be coming out within the next couple months. So if you guys want to see the arc that I am going to be reading, again, check the stuff down below, and it'll all be right down there. Thank you guys for joining me on my May anticipated reads, and I will check you guys later. Bye.